Hello everyone and welcome to Tournament 6 of Trials of Achilles. We are back after almost 6 months away. Tournament 5 obviously got lost in the void. We are back with another tournament. The same obstacles from the last tournament but made much easier as we have some new rules to go over. The competitors will now only have 1 attempt on the course instead of 2. It's a lottery, so the run order is randomized. And there will be a renewal every 10 tournaments. Kicking us off on stage 1 is Resumed. Resumed has been making her name lately in next level jumping, where she has defeated stage 1 in every single tournament, but has struggled on stage 2 on that course, failing the metal spin twice, failing the broken ridge on stage 2. But then she got her stage 3 clear in the last tournament of next level jumping, tournament 5, where she would get all the way to the crazy cliffhanger. On Trials of Achilles, she started in tournament 2 where she would fail the crooked wall, decent newcomer appearance, but in the next tournament she broke out, beating stage 1, and would go out on the dog legs of stage 2. And then in tournament 4, she defeated stage 1 again. It was a bit close on time, but she would go out on the first obstacle of stage 2. And in the last tournament, she suffered another stage 1 failure at the hands of the crooked wall. But she is back here for her 5th appearance in a row, kicking us off on stage 1. This new random.org random lottery is going to be interesting. We don't know who's coming out. Love having random run orders. Makes everything more interesting. This Resumed is through the first 3 obstacles easier into the X Spider. The hill climb, X Spider, and crooked wall have been nerfed because of the 1 attempt. Resumed gets the crooked wall this tournament. She's got decent pace. Got a lot of time left actually. Over 30 into the great wall. Up it in 1. That's what you want to see out of Resumed. She wasn't very quick on Trials of Achilles in her beginning of her career. She was very fast on next level jumping, and she's going pretty quick here. On the last obstacle, the first competitor to attempt stage 1 in 5 months is going to stage 2. Resumed for the 3rd time in her career, will be moving on to stage 2. Very smooth run out of Resumed. The crooked wall, which has taken her out twice, she had no issues with that obstacle. Then the last obstacle, she was going at slower pace on that obstacle. That's what you want to do, but a little slow, but it's alright. So we're moving on to another competitor who has beaten stage 1 in the past is Caden ETN, making his 6th appearance here today. In the last tournament, I believe he failed the last obstacle. I don't remember though. Caden's on the hill climb, up it in 1. On the X Spider now. Caden going straight for the dismount, he's got it. 40 seconds into the crooked wall. Gets a good jump, gets the grapple. Caden is onto the great wall. Caden gets it on his first attempt. Caden now with a good pace. Could we be starting off with 2 clears in a row? Caden slowly going through the first drop. Caden misses it. And Caden is out on the coin drop. So we're now on to Spenny 37. Also making his 6th appearance. Spenny gets through the slider drop. Now onto the butterfly wall. Spenny gets a slide and he's not going to make the dismount. Spenny, another competitor who's beaten stage 1 in the past, is out on the 2nd obstacle. So we're kicking off with the first 4 runs with people who have cleared in the past. The worker of meme, he made it all the way to the cliffhanger in the last tournament, getting 4th place. It was a great run, his 2nd time on stage 3. He's looking to get back there, but it all starts here with stage 1. So he slides up the hill climb and gets up it. Worker of meme, going straight for the dismount on the X Spider. He gets it just about, he's lagging a bit. but he's onto the crooked wall, and he gets that as well. The worker meme now into the great wall with 30 seconds left. And he is up in 1. Worker meme, will he do his crazy jump through the coin drop technique? He does through the first one. And the second worker meme has got it. And for his 5th tournament in a row, he will be moving on to stage 2. 5 of 5 on stage 1. A very smooth run, beats the klaxon. He will be going back to stage 2. Next up to take on stage 1 for his first time is Nzika. Nzika quickly rose to the top in next level jumping. First appearance, he failed the last jump of stage 2, but in the next appearance, out of nowhere, became the first competitor to get to the final stage on next level jumping. He would unfortunately go out at the hands of the brick climb, but after those 2 impressive runs, what will he bring here at Trials of Achilles on Halo Infinite? Making his first appearance. Definitely one of the runs to look out for this tournament is Speed Demon, that's for sure. Nzika gets through the butterfly wall. He'll climb, no issues. And a full send through the X Spider. He has a speed record on stage 1 and stage 2 in next level jumping. And he is flying through this course right now. 35 seconds left into the Great Wall. Up in 1, this obstacle not really causing any issues so far. Nzika now onto the coin drop with 25 seconds left, flying. And Nzika, the newcomer, is going to be moving on to stage 2. We are 3 of 5 on stage 1. What a great start. And Nzika, the newcomer, made this stage look like a piece of cake. And 18.2 seconds left. That is a really fast time, especially for a minute time limit in a strict time like this. Well done to you, Nzika. Next up is Shadowrun 132. In the last tournament, he broke out, getting all the way to the wall lift on stage 2. Got 7th place. Shadowrun into the butterfly wall. Rock some white and blue armor. Go climb, no issues. Now the X Spider. Shadowrun gets it just about. Nice save jump. Onto the crooked wall, a little low, but he still gets the grapple. Into the great wall now, lands up high, and gets up first try. Now, 25 seconds left into the last obstacle. I believe he has failed this obstacle before. Shadowrun takes a save jump now to the second drop. Shadowrun goes for it, but he doesn't get it, and Shadowrun is out on the coin drop of stage 1. He didn't have the right technique for that obstacle, and he is out. Next up to take on stage 1, it is Hunter Unit 751. In tournaments 1 and 2, he would fail the first stage, the coin drop, and the wall. And in tournament 3, third time was a charm for him on stage 1. He would go out at the hands of the metal spin. And in tournament 4, he would defeat stage 1 again and go out on stage 2 again, at this time at the hands of the Doglegs. But in the last tournament, he got 5th place, getting all the way to the egregious cliffhanger on stage 3. See if he can replicate a performance like that here today. Doing his signature sword intro. Hunter Unit 751. Stepping up to Trials of Achilles for the 6th time. And oh, a little close there on the slider drop. That slide definitely, it's not the cleanest. But Hunter slides up the hill climb and doesn't get up it. Alright, doesn't do the slide on the second attempt and it works out. Onto the X-Spider now for Hunter Unit. Dismount, he's got it. Crooked wall now. Never failed this obstacle. He's not going to fail it here today. Hunter now into the Great Wall. He fell off the side of a wall obstacle in Tournament 2. Doesn't get up it in 1, but he gets up it in 2. Hunter taking his time to get up top, but he's got it. 16 seconds left, not the most time here. He's going to want to keep moving. The klaxon sounds as Hunter gets through the first drop. Now Hunter for the second drop, he's got it, and Hunter for the 4th tournament in a row, he will be moving on to stage 2. 2.7 seconds left. A great run as we're on to Wet Like You. The Sky beat stage 1 in Trials Achilles, next level jumping tournament 4. A fantastic gamer tag, as I mentioned in that tournament. He's onto the X-Spider now, gets a save jump, has too much forward momentum. So we're now on to another next level jumper. It is Nevi. She's put up some decent runs in next level jumping. Hasn't beaten stage 1 quite yet, but definitely think she will. She's got the abilities, and she has the ability to beat stage 1 in Trials of Achilles. Doesn't get the hill climb in 1. Goes straight at it again, gets up on her second attempt. And gets caught up on the first window of the X-Spider and is going to fail. Alrighty, we are a 5th of the way through the tournament as we are on to Go Tanks. Doing his signature intro. Go Tanks is 0 for 5 on stage 1. Gets a slide off the slider drop. Down to the butterfly wall. Hill climb kind of gets caught up there on the wall. Goes for a second attempt at it and he gets up it. Now into the X-Spider. I believe he's failed this in the past. Might have been tournament 1. But Go Tanks is not going to fail it here. Now just over 30 into the crooked wall. Gets a good jump, gets the grapple. And Go Tanks not the most time left though. 20 seconds left. He's really going to want to get up this in 1, and he does. Go Tanks taking his time though to get up, but he's got to go. Go Tanks onto the coin drop as the klaxon sounding. Gets through the first drop quickly, and the second drop, that was a beautiful coin drop attempt, and Go Tanks will defeat stage 1 for the first time in his Trials of Achilles career. 1.4 seconds left. It was a smooth, methodical run all throughout. He took his time where he needed to. Took a little bit too much time on the Great Wall. But he had a smooth, fast attempt through the coin drop, and he will be moving on to stage 2. Next up to take on stage 1 is the grand champion himself, Smokey Massacre. Smokey Massacre in Tournament 1 did something that nobody ever in the Halo jumping community has ever done, and that is get total victory in the very first tournament of the course. Smokey in his Tournament 1 run made it look like a piece of cake. The final obstacle on stage 4, he went a little slow, but he still got it with a second left. Tournament 2, he would once again get first place going out on the crooked escape, but Tournament 3, he would have a little bit of a setback, failing the metal spin dismount on stage 2. And in Tournament 4, he would once again regain his first place finish going out on the downhill jump. And in the last tournament, he did go out on the second obstacle, stage 3, the window pass, but it still was a stage 3 attempt. Smokey had the last 5 tournaments getting first place 3 times. Very, very impressive. In most people's eyes, the greatest Halo jumper of all time. I definitely agree with that. As he's onto the hill climb, up in 1. Got the sparks coming out of him as he's onto the X-Spider. Now the dismount, Smokey Massacre comes up short of the dismount. Smokey Massacre is out on stage 1 for the first time in his career. Smokey, the dismount of the X-Spider. Oh, he didn't get a sprint. Oh no, Smokey. Looks like his sprint just didn't engage, didn't have enough momentum, and he is out on stage 1 for the very first time. Heartbreaking failure from Smoky Masters. We are on to Zampira. She is, like Navai on next level jumping, has some very impressive stage 1 attempts, just no stage 1 clear yet. Not up the hill climbing 1 as she didn't crouch. Up in 2. Zampira now going for the dismount, the X Spider, gets it. 35 into the crooked wall. Zampira gets the grapple. Now onto the Great Wall with under 30 seconds. Zampira just quite didn't get on that first try. Gets on the second attempt. Zampira in the last tournament, this is where she failed. Will she get her revenge? Zampira goes very quickly down the first drop and the second drop. That's not what she wanted to do. Oh Lord, as we're on to a man who has failed the last obstacle of stage 1 3 tournaments in a row. It is Disappoint. Disappoint definitely wants revenge on that obstacle for all 3 of his failures. We're in lucky number 13 here today. Disappoint obviously very consistent, getting deep into stage 1. He's onto the crooked wall right now. Gets the grapple. Under the Great Wall. He's going on that left side. Doesn't get a good launch up the wall. Second try doesn't get either. He's really going to want to get up here. Disappoint. Third attempt. He just gets it. Taking his time to get up. He's got it. Now 15 seconds left. He's going to want to hurry. Disappoint. He's taking his time. Oh, he's going to do the worker's meme strat. The klaxon is sounding. He's going to want to fly. Disappoint. You got to go. Disappoint gets a save jump. Will he make in time? Go for the dismount. Disappoint has done it with 4/10 of a second left. Disappoint, for the first time in his career, will be moving on to stage 2. He did not disappoint here today. A nice save jump on the last coin, and he was able to pull through with barely any time left. So we're now on to Foamy Boy. Made his first appearance back in Tournament 3. I believe he fed the butterfly wall. He's back here in Tournament 6, so at this rate, he's going to make his 3rd appearance in Tournament 9. Alrighty. This is where he needs to get his revenge at the butterfly wall, but he fails it again. Foamy Boy not getting revenge. So we are on to a newcomer, but definitely known in the jumping community. It is Daddy Cheese, the host of Cheese Warrior. He's off for his first ever time on Trials of Achilles. Cheese lining up the butterfly wall. And oh, he gets his jump, but he doesn't get it. He got slid off there on the butterfly wall. It was able to catch the ledge. Next up on stage 1 is Fireball, ZXZ. Fireball has the speed record on stage 2 and speed record on any stage with 23.2 seconds left. Would get 2nd place in Tournament 1, failing the needle. And then in Tournament 2, it suffers one and only first stage failure at the hands of the coin drop. And then in Tournaments 3 and 4, Fireball would fail the egregious cliffhanger on stage 3. Tournament 3 getting tied first with MMO. But in the last tournament, he failed stage 2 at the hands of the battering ram. His first stage 2 failure. Now Fireball looking to get his 5th stage 1 clear here today. Fireball, obviously, definitely not going to struggle with any of these early obstacles. Oh, as I say that, Fireball misses hill climb. Slides into the X Spider. That's not a great technique, but Fireball flies through it. Into the crooked wall now. Fireball gets the grapple. Now onto the Great Wall. Fireball doesn't get on his first try. Oh, he's going right at it again. Looked like he had enough height there. Fireball not even sprinting. Oh, he falls off the other side. Fireball, you want to get up it here. Fireball is still not up it. Come on, Fireball. Get up it. Fireball is not. Oh, he's not even getting close here. Fireball. An absolute meltdown in the Great Wall as he finally gets up it, but it's too little, too late. Fireball for only the second time in his career will fail stage 1. Oh, he's gonna beat the stage 10 seconds too late. So we're on to Kaguya, a man whose run in Tournament 1 got lost. Technically got lost in the last tournament too. But everyone's did, so. Kaguya has had, I think, an X-Spider failure in the last tournament. Oh, a nice save. But, oh my goodness, how is he alive? I don't know what is going on right now. Kaguya onto the crooked wall. He doesn't get the grapple. Well, we are on to RPG 445. The only competitor left who has been in all the last 5 tournaments to beat stage 1. Smokey obviously just failed the X-Spider a little bit ago. Rog, if he clears, he'll be the only one 6-6 on this course. But we've seen Fireball and Smokey struggle, and Rog almost slid off the side of the hill climb there. Rog gets past where Smokey did. Into the crooked wall. Rog gets the grapple. He's at a good pace. Rog, the veteran, onto the Great Wall. Not up it in 1. Flies up it on his second try. Over 20 seconds left now. He should have enough time as long as he doesn't go at a snail's pace. Rog is definitely taking his time though. Klaxon's about to start sounding, but it's not going to matter. RPG 445 is going 6 for 6 on stage 1. And he now has the most stage 1 clears on this course out of anybody. A smooth run. Besides this little hill climb hiccup here, he almost slid off the platform. But everything else was smooth sailing for Rog. Crooked Wall he's obviously never struggled with. Took 2 attempts at the Great Wall. Coin drop, easy for Rog. And he's going back to the second stage. Now we are on to arguably the best competitor on next level jumping right now. It is Jelly. She is 5 of 5 on stage 1 in that course, 4 of 5 on stage 2. With a total of 3 first place finishes, tied in Tournament 1. Was the only competitor to get to stage 3 in Tournament 2 of that course. Tournament 2, she would go out on the event Pyramid. And then Tournament 3 would fail the crazy cliffhanger. Tournament 4 would have a little bit of setback on stage 3, failing the second obstacle. But in Tournament 5 would have her best run to date, failing the 6th obstacle stage 3, the crooked escape. Jelly, obviously, one of the ones to watch out for here in Trials of Achilles. I think she is the best competitor on next level jumping right now. It's Jelly looking to make a mark here in Trials of Achilles. But let's see how she handles Halo Infinite. Obviously, next level jumping is a Halo 5 course, very different physics. So far, Jelly handling the first 4 obstacles well, and she's onto the crooked wall. She's got it. I see the X-Spider that she just beat. Very familiar with that obstacle on next level jumping. Now the Great Wall. Up in 1. Jelly at a really good pace right now. 25 seconds left. Oh, almost went through that coin there. On purpose. Jelly gets the first drop. 15 seconds left. Jelly. And we're going to have another newcomer on stage 2. Jelly defeats stage 1 with 11 seconds left. And Jelly, the next level jumper, will be moving on to stage 2. Jelly, just a smooth run. All of her runs on these courses, they're just smooth. They're basic, but it's efficient. Jelly, coin drop. New to her, new style of obstacle. Next up is the veteran Free MMO Direct. Free in Tournament 1 would go out on the coin drop. But in Tournament 2, he broke out on Stage 1 with the speed record, 20.6 seconds left on Stage 1, and he would go on to defeat Stage 2 as well. And on Stage 3, he would go for a risky strat on the egregious cliffhanger and fail it. And then in Tournament 3, he would get tied first place, failing the egregious cliffhanger again. In Tournament 4, he would have his first and only Stage 2 failure, going out at the hands of the Doglegs. And in the last tournament, he got first place going out on the downhill jump of Stage 3. And that is what made him a veteran here today. Free, obviously a speed demon, but he's really gotta fly if he wants to be 18.2 seconds left from Nzika. But if anyone can do it, it is Free. MMO goes straight through the X-Spider. Now into the crooked wall. Never struggled with it, not gonna struggle with it here. 35 into the Great Wall. MMO gets so much height, beautifully up it. Now just under 30 into the coin drop. It's gonna be close here with the fastest time. MMO, not the smoothest technique on this obstacle, but he never has had that. Really get the fastest time, MMO? No, 0.4 of a second slower than Nzika. But that is so his 5th Stage 1 clear in a row. Free MMO Direct. He's really come alive here. Become one of the top competitors on this course for sure. Now MMO will have a chance to get his 4th Stage 2 clear. Next up on Stage 1 is Lucid Dreams 791. Lucid Dreams and Trials of Achilles has also been one of the best competitors on that course, getting tied for first place in Tournament 1. Tournament 2 would also fail the metal spin, but in Tournament 3 would beat Stage 2 with just 1/10 of a second left on the clock. She would go out at the hands of the curtain climb. In Tournament 4 would once again get to Stage 3, this time with a faster time of 7.6. On Stage 3 would have her personal best run going out on the crazy cliffhanger, but in Tournament 5 would have a setback, failing Stage 2. Lucid Dreams and Trials of Achilles has not had the best run here in her first 4 appearances, but she hasn't really put into practice she has like next level jumping, so hopefully that practice will come into play here on Halo Infinite and get her to Stage 2. I believe her best run might be either the X-Spider or the Crooked Wall. Either way, she's onto the X-Spider. It's a nice save jump. She tried going for the second window, but she hit the wall and she was able to save it. Gets through the X-Spider onto the Crooked Wall, and Lucid Dreams gets it onto the Great Wall. Lucid not up in 1, but she is up into Lucid Dreams. Over 20 seconds left onto the last obstacle. I'm telling you, these next level jumpers came here to play. They're doing very good. Resume cleared, and Nzika cleared, Jelly cleared, and now Lucid Dreams has cleared Stage 1. The 4th next level jumper to do so. So we're on to another man who has beaten Stage 1 in the past, Spartan Walnut. He missed the last tournament, but his last appearance in Tournament 4, he got all the way to the Doglegs on Stage 2. And Walnut almost just failed the first obstacle. That was really close, but Walnut gets a slide off the butterfly wall. He got some weird effects going on with his feet. He's onto the X-Spider now. Spartan Walnut going for the dismount as he got it into the Crooked Wall. Gets a low jump, but gets the grapple. Walnut into the Great Wall. Not up in 1. Take some time to reset. Going for a second attempt. Not up in there either. He's going to want to get up in here for sure. Walnut barely gets on his 3rd try, and he is up 17 seconds left now. Walnut. The first drop, the klaxon is sounding. Walnut taking his time for the second drop. He's really got to go here, Walnut. Can he get to the buzzer in time? Walnut has done it for his 2nd appearance in a row. He will be moving on to Stage 2. And that is the 5th competitor in a row to beat Stage 1. Walnut with a smooth run all throughout. The X-Spider, perfect attempt at that obstacle. Coin drop, took his time even though he definitely didn't have that much time left. 9/10 of a second left, still not the slowest time. He's going back to stage 2. So we're on to Soul Reaper 1025 making his long-awaited debut. Soul Reaper made it to stage 3 in Ninja Warrior of Halo. Stage 2, he may have gotten to stage 3 in Halo Ninja Warrior, I'm not really sure. Stage 2 in Halo Sasuke, stage 2 in Irish Warrior. In the first place in the Elite Challenge. Soul Reaper's come alive here on Halo Infinite. See how he can do on Trials of Achilles. So far he's doing really well at a good pace. 35 seconds left through the crooked wall. He's onto the Great Wall now. Soul Reaper is up in 1. Soul Reaper, 25 seconds left. Plenty of time for the coin drop, but this obstacle has been taking out a lot of competitors. Soul gets the save jump. Now going for the second drop. Soul Reaper gets the save jump, but gets pushed back, and Soul Reaper is out on the coin drop. Another failure on that obstacle. As we are on to Elite MKB. Elite is known for wanting the number 2. He's got 2 in his number here though, which is still not good enough for him now. He's also known for failing the X-Spider, but hopefully he will defeat it here today. He's now at the hill climbing 1. Not on his second go either. Elite is up on his third go, and now the X-Spider, the obstacle, has been taking him out. Elite going for the dismount on it, and Elite is going to beat the X-Spider. Not a whole lot of time left, 30 into the crooked wall. Gets the grapple. Elite MKB definitely want to get up the Great Wall in 1, that's for sure. And Elite, he is up in 1. Take his time to get up, but he's got it. 17 seconds left. This is doable. Elite MKB into the coin drop. Going through the first drop. Elite gets a save jump. He's got it. The clock's in sounding. He can do this. Elite. No, he can't. Elite is out on the coin drop too. That obstacle is just taking out everyone as we're now halfway through the tournament. On to Tufei. Tufei competed in tournament 4, I believe, and went out on the X-Spider. Back here today. On to the X-Spider. Tufei going across, going for the dismount. Gets it. Down to the crooked wall. Tufei misses the grapple on her first try, but gets it on her second. Tufei has defeated stage 1 on next level, jumping once. Onto the Great Wall, not up in 1. Or 2. And want to get up it here. Tufei gets it on her third go. Struggling to get up top though. A little bit more time than Elite had, so this is also doable for her. But this obstacle has been killing everyone. Tufei gets a nice save jump. Tufei, a third competitor in a row to fail the last drop of stage 1. This is unbelievable. This obstacle has been an absolute menace. So we're on to another AE clan kid. It is Ane. We've seen Jelle, we've seen Tufei, now Ane. Both the AE competitors have put in some good runs. See if Ane could follow suit. Ane into the X-Spider, going for the second window. Gets it. And the dismount into the crooked wall now. Ane gets a low jump and is not going to get the crooked wall. We have not seen any fails on an obstacle so far. I don't even remember. It might be the first failure. But this guy, he has been failing the crooked wall a lot lately. Flamosaurus. He's failed it, I believe, twice, maybe 3 times. Actually, no, I think it is twice. He failed the last obstacle in tournament 5. Flame almost gets up the hill climbing 1, got caught up there. Now into the X-Spider. Going straight across for the second window, but he hits it, and the Flame is out on stage 1 again. So we're on to Patty Freakin'. His last appearance, he failed the coin drop. Starting at the very front of that platform, eager to run. Patty Freakin' into the butterfly wall. Now, hill climb. Patty's up in 1 into the X-Spider. This took him out in tournament 1. But Patty gets through it today. Now the crooked wall. Patty freaking gets the grapple. We had a lot of height there, not a lot of distance, but it's alright. She's into the great wall. Patty freaking not up in 1. Patty not up in 2. Patty gets it on his 3rd go. Patty, over 20 seconds left. He's got time. But this is where he failed. Before, no, that is not a good technique, Patty. And he's gonna fail it again. This obstacle, I cannot believe it. He's destroying everyone. So we're on to another AE clan kid. It is Jose. Jose has beaten stage 1 a couple of times on next level jumping. Now up the hill climbing 1. Go straight up on the 2nd try. Jose does not get a good jump at all for the X Spider. So we're now on to Alpha Puma making his long-awaited debut. All-Star in Halo Ninja Warrior, All-Star on Spartan Sasuke. Puma's definitely got the abilities to defeat stage 1 here today. Slides up the hill climb. Puma taking some stage jumps on the X-Spider. Don't really need to do that with this version of the obstacle, but it works out for him. He's into the crooked wall. Puma's got it. Now, onto the great wall. Puma not up it in his 1st go, hits his head. 2nd go, that was way better. Now Puma with a lot of time left. He definitely do this. Puma goes down the 1st one really quickly, and Puma's another victim. Next up on stage 1 is Atlantic Champ. Atlantic Champ was one of the original 7 to get to stage 2 in tournament 1, where he would go out in the metal spin. Tournament 2 would fail the 3rd obstacle, getting last place. Tournament 3 failed the crooked wall. But in the last 2 tournaments, Atlantic Champ has come alive, getting 2nd place in tournament 4. He would defeat stage 2 with a little bit of lag on his end there. History at least. He would go out on the crooked escape of stage 3. In the last tournament, he got tied 2nd, failing the courageous cliffhanger on stage 3. So Atlantic Champ coming off the 2 2nd place finishes. Very excited to see how he does here today. Atlantic onto the butterfly wall. Now going into the hill climb. Atlantic up in 1, gets a slide going in the X Spider. Atlantic hits the wall, and Atlantic Champ is out on the X Spider. Atlantic Champ will not be advancing even back to stage 2 in this tournament. Just too much speed, and it cost him. So we're now on to Sane the Legend, who has put in some deep stage 1 runs on this course, yet to clear. Let's see how he does here today. Onto the butterfly wall. Sane the Legend's got that. Sane is starting his tournament up, I believe. As this is reported, he started his tournament up yesterday, so everyone go around that course. He got till October. Sane through the crooked wall, now into the great wall. Sane jumps, that was interesting. Sane not up the great wall in 1. Sane gets up on his 2nd go. And I think I just saw the fusion coil in the water. 20 seconds left for Sane. As he is going down, yeah, the fusion coil was there. Sane has got it, and the fusion coil was not there, but Sane is still going to stage 2. He punches nothing, but that counts, because rest in peace to the fusion coil. Sane the Legend, his 6th time was a charm here on stage 1. So we're on to Koke. Another AE clan kid. Probably the best competitor left on next level jumping to not make it to stage 3. It's a nice slide there off the butterfly wall. I've seen a lot of those. Into the X Spider now for Koke. Now the dismount, and he's got it. Crooked wall. It's a weird attempt at it, but Koke gets it. He's onto the great wall now. And he's not quite up in 1. He's up in 2. Coquet, oh no, he falls back down. Coquet gets up in his 3rd go. 20 seconds left, he's still got time. Coquet now taking a save jump. He's going really quickly down the coin drop, and another person has failed it. Next up is Cetrea. Cetrea in next level jumping made his name known, although tournaments 1 and 2 failed stage 1. But in tournament 3, 3rd time would be the charm, where he would defeat stage 1 on that course, going out on the first obstacle of stage 2. But in tournaments 4 and 5, he would get to stage 3 first, getting the fastest time at that point on stage 2 ever. He would get first place in tournament 4, failing the crooked escape. And in the last tournament of next level jumping, he would fail the crazy cliffhanger, getting tied for 3rd. Cetrea, definitely another one of those competitors to watch. 1 of 5 people to get to stage 3 on next level jumping. Definitely got high hopes going into Trials of Achilles, as we've seen 4 next level jumpers defeat stage 1 so far in this course. Cetrea somehow got the hill climb there. Now going for the X Spider. Cetrea the dismount gets it into the crooked wall. Gets a lot of height, not a lot of distance, and Cetrea fails. So we're now on to Mighty Max 80. Mighty Max has failed the X Spider and crooked wall a lot. And Mighty Max is going to be the first victim of the slider drop this tournament. Oh no, Mighty Max. So we're on to Bubble. I believe the 2nd or 3rd to last AE clan kid to go. Bubble onto the hill climb. Not quite up it in 1. Gets it on his 2nd go. Now, oh, it hits the wall on the X Spider. Except Kyle Schambeg too. He's put in some decent runs. I believe he fed the last obstacle of stage 1 once. Butterfly wall, another person with a slide off of it. Up the hill climb in 1. Into the X Spider. A bit of lag. Kyle Schambeg at a fast pace so far. Into the crooked wall. Gets the grapple. Crooked wall has barely done anything this tournament. Kyle Schambeg into the great wall, not up in 1. Taking a lot of run up. Really don't need that, but it works out for him. Oh, struggling to get up top. Not the most time left. 17 seconds left. Kyle Schambeg now on the obstacle he's failed before, the coin drop. Gets the first drop. No, the save jump pushes him out too far, and he is another victim of that obstacle. So we're on to K-Fly. K-Fly's had a lot of early numbers, so at least he gets a semi-high number here today. Onto the butterfly wall. K-Fly misses it. Now, I believe the last AE clan kid to go, Nate, making his first appearance. And Nate gets a slide and gets pushed away on the butterfly wall. So we're on to Mia Lakilla. Interesting name. She's off on stage 1 into the butterfly wall. Took out our last 2 competitors, but not Mia. Into the hill climb. Not up in 1. Up it in 2. And into the X Spider. Mia doesn't get it. Next up on stage 1 is Vulcan, the first ever stage 3 on Trials of Achilles. Got 3rd place in tournament 1. I believe he made his 2nd appearance in tournament 3, where he failed the X Spider or crooked wall. He looks like Iron Man here. Vulcan through the first 2 obstacles with no issues. On the hill climb, up in 1. Now the X Spider. Vulcan going straight for the dismount. He's got it with a huge slide. He almost just ran off the platform. Onto the crooked wall. Now Vulcan has got it. lot of our competitors are getting deep into stage 1. The Great Wall, Vulcan's not up in 1. Not up in 2. He really needs to get up it here. Vulcan's still not up it. Vulcan again goes for it and he misses it again. This is not looking good for Vulcan. He finally gets up it, but he only has 10 seconds left. It is over for Vulcan. As he goes down, the first drop quickly somehow gets in. The second drop, what the hell? Vulcan just beat stage 1? How did he pull that one off? He had 10 seconds left at the top of the Great Wall. And, wow. He had the fastest ever coin drop run in the history of this course. Here it is again in real time. I don't know how he pulled that one off. But we are on to Super Ninja Jake 2. Let's see if another Brit can beat stage 2. Or not stage 2, stage 1. We already have 3. Resumed, Hunter, and Vulcan. All on stage 2. Fortunately, we don't have Tricky Cyrus in this tournament, so we can't get him on stage 2. But hopefully Cyrus will be in the next tournament. But Jake, this is his nemesis, the Crooked Wall, but he's got it. He hates that obstacle with a passion, but he's now onto the Great Wall. Jake not up in 1. But we've seen you can clearly have 10 seconds left at the top of this obstacle and clear, and he's going to have about 20. Jake is onto the coin drop. He's failed this in the past. Jake, the first drop, taking his time a lot here. He gets the first drop. Now the second drop for Jake. Toxin sounding, and oh, he grappled. No, that is, wow, that was interesting. So we're on to Malpace Leggett. It's Gary. Gary failed the hill climb in the last tournament. Failed in both the last 2 tournaments, Gary. And no, he comes up short of the dismount. Oh no, Gary. So we're on to his good pal. It is Snoz. Number 44. Snoz is off on stage 1 for his 6th appearance. Going into the butterfly wall. Snoz really doesn't like the X Spider, but he's going to have a chance at beating... Oh, slid back down the hill climb. Now he's up it. Into the X Spider. Snoz gets bounced off both walls and fails it. So we're on to Conjureth. Beaten stage 1, I believe, 3 times in next level jumping. Hasn't beaten stage 2 in that course yet. Conjureth now into the butterfly wall. Gets it. He'll climb. Up it in 1, didn't even crouch. Now onto the X Spider, just took out Snoz, and he did pretty much the exact same thing Snoz did. So we're on to Eternal Flame. He failed the metal spin, and I believe both the last 2 tournaments, actually. Might have been tournament 3. I know he failed it last tournament. Eternal Flame. Through the first 3 obstacles, gonna slide into the X Spider. He's not gonna fail it. Onto the Crooked Wall. Gets the grapple. This obstacle really has been doing nothing. Now into the Great Wall. Not up in 1. Eternal Flame second attempt, still not up it. Don't want to get here to be comfortable with time, but Eternal is not up it. Eternal going for it again and gets hit on it. Now he's shooting, that's never a good sign. He's up it now, and oh, he is struggling to get up top. No, Eternal Flame, he's having a meltdown. And Eternal Flame will be another victim of the coin drop as he times out on it. He's gonna beat the stage, but it's too little, too late. So we're now on to Crowned Ferret 19, the host of Irish Warrior, Irish himself. Making his 6th appearance. He cleared back in tournament 3. Hope he can get another stage 1 clear here today. Irish butterfly wall, gets a slide, but he's still getting through it. Hill climb, not up in 1. He's up in 2. Now into the X spider. Irish taking a save jump. We're going for the dismount, taking his time, but he's got it. Crooked wall. He's failed this obstacle a couple of times, but he gets it here. 25 seconds left for Irish. He's only really gonna have 1 attempt to be comfortable here on the Great Wall. There's a loud vehicle outside. Irish is not up in 1. Irish isn't up in 2 either. Irish, it's not looking good. Eternal Flame struggled on this obstacle and timed out because of it. Irish, he's not even gonna get up it. Shoots at it, and Irish is out of time on the Great Wall. He's still going at it, but he just can't get up it. So we're on to Weapon Mat. Only beaten stage 1 once on this course back in tournament 2, where he got to the second obstacle. Stage 3, Matt barely beats the first obstacle. That was close. Butterfly wall, he's got that. Hill climb, gets it, sliding a bit. X spider, goes straight for that dismount. Onto the crooked wall. He's failed this multiple times. But just like Irish, he's gonna beat it. Over 30 into the Great Wall. Weapon Mat up in 1. Beautiful attempt. Now is he going to do his crazy strat in this obstacle? He is. He's turning around, and Weapon Mat is doing the coin drop backwards. Weapon Mat taking his time, but it is working out for him. Weapon Mat just beat the last obstacle backwards, and for the second time in his career, he will be moving on to stage 2. Well done to you, Weapon Mat. Of course, with this technique, how can you go wrong? And Matt is just one of the greatest jumpers of all time, and he proved it here on stage 1. Well done to Weapon Mat. The second to last competitor to go here on stage 1 is Halo Fan. Halo Fan in the first 2 tournaments would fail stage 1. In tournament 3, he would get his first clear. Once again, third time being the trumper, as he cleared with 1.4. On stage 2, he would get really far, failing the wall lift on it. In tournament 4, he would fail the dog legs, but in the last tournament, he got all the way to the egregious cliffhanger, getting tied second place. It's a great run out of him. So he's back here, proving that he is one of the top competitors. Hopefully he get his 4th stage 1 clear in a row. Elephant, so far so good. Into the X Spider, taking the save jump. I'm going straight for the dismount. He's got it. Into the crooked wall. Took him out in tournament 2. Not going to take him out here today though. Halo Fan into the Great Wall. Gets hit on that little ledge there. But he's up in 2. Halo Fan now onto the coin drop. He is 3 for 3 on this obstacle. Looks like Halo Fan is going to go 4 for 4. Yes, he will. Halo Fan is going to beat the Klaxon, and he's going back to stage 2 for the 4th tournament in a row. Well done to Halo Fan. Last competitor to take on stage 1 is Pedroman618, formerly known as Petrillo Fan 4. Tournament 1, he would fail the coin drop. In tournament 2, he would have his one and only stage 1 clear, but would make it count as he got all the way to stage 3, where he failed the planet bridge, I believe. He beat stage 2 with 2 seconds left. He failed the grapple to the last ball on the planet bridge. Tournament 4, he would time out at the very end of stage 1. No, that was tournament 3, I meant. Tournament 4, he would time out and fail at the end of stage 1. Tournament 5, he actually just failed the coin drop normally. He didn't time out on it. He is the last person to go here on stage 1. Lottery giving him number 50, and it's definitely a well-deserved number 50. Pedro has done great things in the Halo jumping community. 3rd most final stages of all time. Pedro now onto the crooked wall. Goes for it, gets the grapple. 30 seconds left for Pedro. He's up in 1. Now the obstacle that has taken him out 3 tournaments in a row. The coin drop, he's failed 4 out of his 5 appearances. Can he beat it here today? Pedro now going for the second drop. Pedro's got it. And for only the 2nd time, he is going to stage 2. Ending off stage 1 with a clear here today. And he will be the 16th competitor moving on to stage 2. 1 short of the clear record. Pedro with smooth, calm, collected run. And that's what you need here. Coin drop, taking him out 4 out of his last 5 appearances. But he was able to get it today. Pedro, you are going back to stage 2. As resumed, the Worker of Meme and Zika, Hunter Unit, Go Tanks, Disappoint, Rog, Jelly, MMO, Lucid Dreams, Walnut, Sane, Vulcan, Weapon Matt, Halo Fan, and Petrillo are going to stage 2. Kicking us off on stage 2 is Resumed, the first competitor to run this tournament. And she is here on stage 2 for her 3rd time. Rope Jungle begins it all. The only changes of stage is that the wall clinger is easier, the mount onto the battering ram is harder, and the rest of the battering ram is easier. Still a minute time limit. Resume struggling a bit here on the wall clinger. Not able to get up to that 3rd rung. She's got it now. And up to the 4th, but 27 seconds left, not a lot of time into the battering ram. Gets to the 2nd, going for the 3rd. And she's going to fail the battering ram for the 2nd time in her career. So we are now on to the Worker of Meme. Looking to get back to stage 3 for the 3rd time in his career. Meme on Rope Jungle. He's going at a pretty good pace so far. She's through the Rope Jungle. Into the wall clinger, going straight up to the 2nd, but he gets pushed off the obstacle and the Worker of Meme is out at the hands of the wall clinger. Worker of Meme will not be making it back to stage 3. So we're now on to Zika. One of 2 newcomers here on stage 2. Zika with a really good pace through the Rope Jungle. As he is a very fast competitor, going straight up to the 2nd rung on the wall clinger. Doesn't quite get up to the 3rd. The 4th. And Zika's got it now. Into the battering ram. And fails the jump onto it. Zika's out in the battering ram. As we're on to Hunter Unit 751. He's failed this stage twice in the past. He has beaten it once. Hunter was worried about the Rope Jungle, wasn't having the greatest time on it in practice, but looks like he's getting through it good here today. Hunter going straight up to the 2nd one, doing what Blink couldn't. And Hunter with a perfect wall clinger run. Beautiful time. He's got over 35 into the battering ram. Gets the jump that Resumed couldn't. His fellow Brit, and Hunter's going to be the first competitor onto the metal spin in this tournament. It took him out in tournament 3, but Hunter has got it, and he's back to the wall lift. Hunter, I'm going for the 3rd wall. He gets a save jump, and he saves it. Oh my god, what a save. I've never seen that before in my life. Hunter, with the craziest save ever, defeats stage 2. 12.3 seconds left, beating the clocks, and that's a rarity for Hunter. But my goodness, what a save on the wall lift. Unbelievable. Hunter for the 2nd term in a row is going to stage 3. Whew, Go Tanks Gonna have to follow that run up. His first time here on stage 2. Go tanks on a rope jungle. Kidding on through it. Gets the dismount into the wall clinger. And take his time to line it up to the first to second, not going straight up it like Hunter and Zika and Blank. Doesn't quite get up to the third. Go Tank's really taking a lot of time here. He's never been known for his speed. But this is a little too slow. Go Tank's only over 20 seconds left. It's not really looking good. And he fails the mount onto the battering ram anyway. So we're on to Disappoint. Disappoint, also his first time on stage 2. Taking a save jump on that rope there. Gonna do a huge jump to the last rope. Disappoint beats the obstacle. Into the wall clearer, he's gonna use the left side. Doesn't quite get up to the third. More on a second go. Third time's a charm. Disappoint gets up to the fourth, only over 25 though, not a lot of time. And he is another competitor who fails to mount onto the battering ram. That jump has been tough. So we're on to RPG 445, the host of Spartan Sasuke. He is 0 for 5 on stage 2. It has not been a good look here for Rog on stage 2 in the past. But hopefully 6th time will be the charm. So he's into the wall clinger now, also using the left side. He's struggled with this obstacle in the past, but Rog's gonna get a perfect run on it here. Plenty of time into the battering ram. Rog going for the third battering ram, he's got it. The fourth, Rog has got that, going straight for the dismount. He's onto the metal spin, it's taking him out in the past. Rog is gonna stick it. And Rog, with 20 seconds left into the wall lift, this is his best run yet, but he wants this clear. Rog gets into the third wall. And the fourth, Rog for the first time is going to stage 3. It took him 6 attempts, but he has finally done it here today. And Rog will be moving on to stage 3 for the first time, throwing the fusion coil. The wall clinger, which he has struggled on, it's caused him to fail in the past. But Rog with a beautiful run on it here today. And the metal spin, another obstacle to take him out in the past. He was able to stick it, not going straight for the dismount, wanted to play it safe. And the wall lift, his first time attempting this obstacle. He was able to control his momentum nicely. Barely got into that fourth wall, but it's alright as he's going to stage 3. So we are now on to the second newcomer on stage 2. It is Jelly. Let's see how she can do on stage 2. She's only failed at once in next level jumping in the very first tournament. But this is a completely different game and a completely different stage. Jelly through the rope jungle into the wall clinger. It's up to the second. Up to the third. And up to the fourth. A beautiful run up that. Now into the battering ram. Gets the second barely. And barely on the third. She doesn't look like she's crouching. No, she crouched on the fourth one. But she's onto the metal spin. Jelly going straight for the dismount, and she's onto the wall lift. Taking her time. Now the klaxon sounds, but Jelly, she's got it, and Jelly will be the first female competitor to ever attempt stage 3 on Trials of Achilles, as she clears with 6.9 seconds left. A beautiful run from her. Just a smooth, methodical run. There was no point where she needed to rush. She took her time where she needed to. And the newcomer will be moving on to stage 3. She got the wall lift. She took her time to set up these jumps. fourth one got that big frog jump. Well done to you, Jelly. So we are now on to Free MMO Direct. Free has only failed this stage 2 once. Back in tournament 4 at the dog legs. Free going very quickly through the rope jungle. Wouldn't expect anything less out of him. Going straight up to the second rung. Into the third. MMO is flying through this obstacle. Over 40 seconds left into the battering ram. And he's going to full send it. What is he doing? He's a madman. He's into the metal spin. He just beat the hardest obstacle on the stage like it was nothing. And just under 30 seconds left into the wall lift. MMO made this stage look like an absolute joke. And MMO is definitely getting the fastest time. 18.7 seconds left. MMO absolutely destroying stage 2 once again. And for the 4th time in his career, he will be moving on to stage 3. This wall clinger attempt though, that was something else. And the battering ram was crazy. No spin, he went straight for it. He was able to control his momentum to get into the wall lift. Made that final jump. He's going back to stage 3. So we are now on to Lucid Dream 791, her first time on stage 2. Lucid Dreams on stage 2 now. Jumping her way through. Good pace through the obstacle. Into the wall clinger. Going straight up to the second. Oh, she slips back down now. Doesn't quite get up to the third. But Lucid's got it. She's up the wall clinger with 30 seconds left. Gonna want to keep it moving here. She's going around the left side of the battering ram. Lucid just barely gets that third one. Now the 4th. Lucid Dreams has got it. Less than 20 seconds left into the metal spin though. Gonna want to pick it up, but she's taking her time here. Going for the metal spin, but she misses it. So we're now into Spartan Walnut 71. The wall clinger took out a lot of his time last time he was here, and it caused him to time out on the dog legs. Walnut here on stage 2, take his time on the rope jungle. Onto the last rope, gets the save jump, and he's through it. Into the wall clinger. It's the obstacle struggled with in tournament 4. Walnut having a second mistake. He gets up it, but only 25 seconds left. He really needs to hurry. The battering ram. Walnut is getting through it. Walnut barely gets the 4th one. He gets the dismount, but only 12 seconds left. He's got to hurry. Walnut, that is not how you do the metal spin. You don't go straight at it like that. You want to go to the sides. So we're now on to Sane the Legend. His first time on stage 2. A lot of our competitors' first time on stage 2. Sane has been building a bunch of jump maps, obviously hosting his tournament. He's really been back into jumping a lot. He has evolved even more. One of the greatest pure jumpers of all time. But Sane right now onto the battering ram. Sane so far so good through this obstacle. And Sane's got it. He's onto the metal spin now with just over 20 seconds. Sane, he's got it into the wall lift. He's got time. Sane the Legend barely gets into the third wall. He gets into the 4th, and Sane the Legend will be moving on to stage 3 with 8.2 seconds left. A beautiful run out of Sane. This battering ram was textbook battering ram jumping. The 4th one, he just went straight for the dismount, wanting to get off that obstacle as quickly as possible. Wall lift he got. He is going to stage 3. So we're now on to Vulcan. Vulcan's one and only time on this stage. He beat it in tournament 1. See if he can go 2 for 2 on this stage. Vulcan getting through the rope jungle. Going for the left side of the wall clear. Vulcan, a beautiful run up that. Bunch of time left for the battering ram as he gets on it. Vulcan jumping his way through the battering ram. It's on to the 4th, but oh, he walks off of it. Vulcan out on the battering ram, and this obstacle continues to do damage. As we're on to the 3rd to last competitor to take on stage 2. It is Weapon Matt. Like Vulcan, his one and only appearance on this stage, he beat it back in tournament 2. Weapon Matt, quick pace through the rope jungle. Onto the wall clinger. Gets bounced off that 3rd little ledge there. Gets bounced again, but he's able to make it this time. And he's up it. Shoots at the battering ram. That's not a good sign, and he slides off the first one. That jump has been taking out a lot of people. So we are on to Halo Fan. Halo Fan is 1 of 3 on this stage. Hoping to get that to 50% here today. Halo Fan into the wall clear. He goes straight up the middle. Try to do it going to the 3rd one. That was cool. Halo Fan with arguably, well, I don't know if it's the fastest pace, but might have been the same. But Halo Fan slips off the 2nd battering ram. This obstacle has been taking out competitor after competitor, and Halo Fan is another victim of that obstacle. So we're on to the last man to take on stage 2. It is Pedro. He's 1 of 1 on this stage. Getting through the rope jungle. So far, this stage is 5 of 15. We could tie the clear record if Pedro clears. Pedro doesn't get up to the 3rd rung right away. He's onto the battering ram now. Gets onto the 1st one. And Pedro gets through the battering ram. 25 seconds left into the metal spin. Pedro goes for the dismount of the wall lift. He's got it. 20 seconds left. It's looking good for Pedro. And Pedro is going to go 2 for 2 on this stage. And we are tying the clear record. 10.5 seconds left for Pedro. And he is going back to stage 3. As Hunter, Rog, Jelle, MMO, Sane, and Pedro are going to stage 3. First up to go on stage 3 is Hunter Unit 751. He is on the LCA, lights, camera, action. Hunter going to use every board here. He failed the egregious cliffhanger on this stage in the last tournament. Hunter gets through the first obstacle. Now, into window pass. Hunter sticking these windows. And Hunter beats the window pass onto the planet bridge now. Gets the grapples. Now, going for that orange ball. He misses but gets on his 2nd try. Nice save by Hunter. Onto the yellow ball, he can't fill that one, he's the same color. Onto the purple, and the last one to the blue. Hunter, he doesn't get the grapple, and he is not getting back to the cliffhanger. So we're now on to RPG 445, his first time on stage 3. See how he can do. Getting us off with the LCA. Oh, a little bit of lag. He's going to skip the 4th board. And Rog is going to beat the obstacle into window pass. Rog, it looks like he's just going to take some save jumps and go for the next windows. working out for him so far. He's gonna stick the last window, and he gets the dismount onto the planet bridge. Raw going for that grapple. Gets the yellow ball. The purple ball as there's another loud vehicle outside. Rog doesn't get the last grapple, and just like Hunter, he fails it. So we're now on to Jelly. Her first time on stage 3, her first time competing. Oh, almost overshoots that second board. She's got her save jumps down. Jelly through the LCA. Into the window pass. Just gonna stick that window there. No save jump. Same with the second. This is risky, and she slips off the third window because of it. Risky technique does not pay off. So we are halfway through stage 3 now, on to free MMO direct. MMO, of course, he's gonna full send the LCA. No issues for him. He's into the window pass. Also gonna full send this as well. Into the planet bridge. MMO gets the purple ball, gets launched up high, and MMO is going to be the first competitor to beat the planet bridge today. He's on to the new nerfed egregious cliffhanger. This obstacle and downhill jump have been nerfed. He's struggling to stick that first ledge, but he's got it now. Up to the fourth ledge, he's got it. To the fifth. MMO has failed this obstacle twice in the past. He's failed this jump before, but he gets it here. Now he's also failed this jump in tournament 3. MMO has got it, and MMO defeats the egregious cliffhanger again. He's back to the crooked escape. He beat it in the last tournament. Gets up super high for that first window. He's gonna need that height here for the second window. And he gets it easily, sticks the window, and it is a showdown with the downhill jump. Nobody's ever defeated this obstacle. MMO and Smokey have both failed it. He is taking his time. MMO, he's gonna jump into it. He jumps and repulses, and MMO has got it. He's onto the flying bar. MMO, he's doing like a tournament 18 Halo Ninja Warrior strat, barely gets that third bar. He's onto the last bar. MMO, can he get the dismount and go to the final stage? Yes, he can. Free MMO Direct has defeated stage 3. And for the second time ever in Trials of Achilles, we have seen a third stage clear, and is none other than free MMO Direct. The cliffhanger, which has taken him out twice in the past, he made it look like an absolute joke today. There was no issues whatsoever throughout this entire run. Everything was clean. The downhill jump where he failed in the last tournament, jumped into it, jumped and repulsed at the perfect time to get onto the flying bar. And the last jump here, he kind of cut left, and it worked out for him, and he will be moving on to the final stage for the first time in his career. So we're on to Sane the Legend. Can he follow up that run with a third stage clear? Sane going at a decent pace for the LCA. Sane is going to beat the obstacle into window pass. Let's stick at that window, kind of like Jelly did earlier, but he's save jumping on this window, going for the third. He's got it, going for the fourth, and Sane beats the window pass onto the planet bridge. Gets the grapple to the orange ball. Gets the one to the yellow. To the purple. Now the one that Hunter and Rog failed, but Sane has got it. And Sane is onto the egregious cliffhanger. Sticks the first ledge with no save jump. Lining himself up now. Going for the second ledge, saying it's a save jump, and the slide just throws him completely off the obstacle. But a great showing from Sane the Legend here as we are on to the final stage 3 run. It is Pedro Man 618. Good old Petrillo Fam 4. So we're in pink here. Pedro taking some save jumps. So far, so good. Save jump on the last one, and Pedro goes for the dismount, and he's got it. He's looking over to the crowd for support. I think there's MMO there. We'll be seeing him later on the final stage. Can Pedro join him, though? He's going for the third window. Petrillo's got it. Now going for the fourth window. Petrillo kind of gets caught, and Petrillo fails the window pass. Petrillo not going to get back to the Planet Bridge for a rematch on that obstacle. It was still a good run, and Petrillo will finish in 5th place as he fails the window pass. As Friamo Direct gets his another first place finish, and he will be the last man standing on the final stage. Free MMO Direct, it all comes down to this, the final stage. 32-second time limit, a bit different. There are 3 obstacles. Can he defeat them? MMO. He's off onto the brick climb. MMO, he's getting up at a quick pace. Almost comes up short of that cube, but he's able to get it, the last cube, and he's up with over 20 seconds left into the rope climb. MMO is flying up the rope. And MMO, he's at the top now. He's onto the last obstacle, the final dreidels. MMO, he's at a very quick pace. He's flying up. It kind of gets caught up there. And MMO, he's slowing down a bit. The last dreidel, MMO, can he make in time? Free MMO Direct is a grand champion. He has achieved total victory with 1.8 seconds left. MMO becomes the 2nd grand champion of Trials of Achilles. What an absolute fantastic run, and well deserved. There is no man that deserves it more than Friamo Direct. He has been hustling, putting in the work, and he has finally been able to achieve a total victory. This run, it was a little sketchy on the brick climb. He almost came up short of a couple of jumps right here and that one right there. But MMO was able to get to the top of the brick climb quickly, and then the rope climb. It's not really the toughest obstacle, but you really got to time your jumps well, and MMO did just that. He got to the top. And then the final dreidels, it's a tough obstacle for a final stage. This first cycle he did really fast, kind of got caught up there. But MMO took his time here at the end. I don't know if he knew he had it or what, but MMO has done it. And that is the end of Tournament 6. I would thank all of you for watching this tournament. And the era's not over. We still got till Tournament 11, so we could see a back-to-back total victory in the next tournament from MMO. Farewell, everyone.